Hi guys, how are we all? I can see you all coming in. Anybody watch? Hi Ben, how are you keeping? How many of you watched the Hi Janice, hi Peggy, hi Nancy, how are yous? How many of yous watched the Mckenna Mausoleum? Hi Elaine, are we all good? Hi Donald, how are you? Um, what a fascinating mausoleum the Mckenna Mausoleum is. It's just unreal. Hi Carla, did you like it, Janice? What do you reckon? Could we see anything in those coffins, do you think? There's definitely some sort of matter, um, I don't know what it is, kind of laying on the bottom. Hi Kimberly, laying on the bottom of those coffins. The second one in, I believe, is his wife, and we could definitely see, do you know the inlay, the material that goes inside the coffin? It's kind of strange that that has lasted. Um, all is good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just been super busy. Hi Thomas, how are you? I'm good, Thomas. Been super busy in work. We had the kids up in a lovely Santa village last night, and I recorded some of it, and I put it up just before Christmas. Just it was like a show, dancing and singing because the kids can't kind of go in personally and meet Santa, but it was just beautiful. We had reindeer and it was in like an enchanted wood. It was all lit up and they had a fun fair. So the kids really enjoyed it, but it was absolutely freezing. It was a beautiful day then today, and we went up to a place near Kilkenny called Inistioge. So we did a couple of videos up there. But I just want to get your impression on our coffins. And if anybody, I know some people could say they could see something. And would you believe, hi Michelle, would you believe in that first coffin, kind of right in the center of it, um, just sitting there is this little white, um, what looks like to me, now you might all think I'm crazy altogether, like a white molar, a tooth. And it's every time I look at it, I go, yeah, it's definitely a tooth. It's definitely a tooth. Now, would it last that long? There's definitely something in the first coffin, kind of just, I suppose there wouldn't be much left now anyway. Hi, Brenda. How are you keeping? Yeah, Nancy, I don't know. I have, taken a screenshot of it. I've zoomed in and it doesn't come up clear enough. There's definitely some sort of something there. We do believe that, well, I mean, we were told by the caretaker of that cemetery that there were grave robbers. Now, did they take the bodies? Did they take jewellery? He didn't know. Now, what I was thinking myself looking at that, the first coffin was, the way the lead on top, it was like, I said it was like a tin opener. So you would wonder how would they take a full body out of that? They would maybe leave it completely open then, but it's just hard to know. It's really hard to know. But I know the first time I visited, it was, much warmer weather, but I was kind of amazed to see that it was so open. And I suppose out of curiosity, I wanted to go back and see if somebody had, bricked it back up. But it is still exactly the same as what it was a few months ago. And it is Cynthia. I thought it was a rib cage. Yeah, there is something there for sure. I was just saying that, even when I zoom in, I can't get a good enough shot of it. But it is very sad to see it like it is. And I suppose, for me, it's lovely to be able to kind of video something like that. Somebody actually else, Michelle, somebody else said that they thought they could see it. Was it a hand or an arm? Um, I just don't know. But I suppose the morbid side of me wants to, see coffins like that. And then the other side of me wants to see it just completely closed up. So for whatever is left in there, whatever remains in those coffins is protected. Hi, Edward. How are you? Um, so, as I said, the second time I went back, I didn't really vlog the graveyard or the monastery as much as I did in the first. There was just no point in repeating all the same stuff, but we got a few new ones in. And then I suppose I was really, really eager just to go back to see that mausoleum. And it's just fascinating to be able to see something like that so clear. I mean, you know, I kind of put my hands into, the iron mesh, if we could call it that. And I mean, that is actually that feels like that. If you give it a good enough push, you would just get in there. But I kind of was able to put both hands in and the phone in to try and give you all a better look. But with the weather that we have in Ireland, eventually those coffins they're going to be nothing. But the side of me that wants to find those things and to be able to video those for you, I was kind of happy as well to see that it was still open and still there for us all. Hi, Edward. Hi, Vicky. Oh, guys, it's Edward's birthday. He is a very young 60-year-old. Congratulations, Edward, and happy birthday. Now, I would sing happy birthday, but I'd probably get monetized. I don't think I'd put you through that, Edward. But yeah, that's great, Edward. Happy birthday. Let me see anything else happening strange. Oh, yeah. So what day? Saturday morning, I got contacted by it's a local newspaper in County Wexford, so it kind of covers Wexford town and surrounding areas. And they asked, you will be 61 on the 19th of this month, Elaine, is it? Well, hopefully I'll be talking to you before then. But if not, Elaine, a very, very happy 61st birthday. In the coffin, Kimberly. There was concrete underneath it, Kimberly. It's on like concrete stilts, I suppose you could call it, or a concrete table. But in the coffin, it was like brown. Let me think of the word. Brown matter, but kind of like mulch, if that makes sense. And then there was kind of a few, kind of like paper or straw, maybe. Those kind of fragments were there. And then that little white, I don't know, the more I zoomed into it, it just looked like a white molder, like your molar tooth in the middle. I don't think that would have um, remained. So I don't know actually. But I know a few people have seen other things. I can't see, there's some sort of like a hard, long, I don't know what material it was. I mean, I just think that if grave robbers went in, would they steal a whole body? Would they be looking for jewellery? And if they did take the bodies, would they have got them out? Do you know the way that the coffin was kind of semi-closed again? I don't know. But it was a great find. And no, Kimberly, not a party pooper at all. Cynthia, I went in behind the in through, the window, the structure of the window. There was no glass in it, but it was like the iron lats, I suppose. I was able to get both hands kind of through that and to hold the phone, but then I was kind of leaning over, so I was kind of unsteady holding the camera, but it was as far as I could reach in. Now, what you'd want actually is some sort of selfie stick, maybe, or something with a GoPro, and then you definitely get right in, I suppose. Oh, anyway, sorry guys, I'm just losing. I was reading comments there. Yes, so Saturday then, I met with a photographer from our local paper and a journalist. So we took some photos. Hi, Betty. We took some photos in a cemetery or a graveyard that we actually vlogged before. So, and just did the interview about the channel and about you all and your support and what got me into it and um, interesting stuff that we have found. And we have actually a really, I was hoping to do it today. We couldn't get it done today, but and it's actually in a past video I did. I think we did a live there, and I don't want to give it away, but I'll just say that this man was the husband of a very, very, very famous singer. And we know where he is buried, and we are going to go back and video his grave. But the husband of this man that's buried, this his husband, the singer, was worldwide known, and I certainly absolutely adored him. So that will be an interesting one coming up. And then today we're in Inistioge, and we found another famous a lady. And then in another part of Inistioge, now Inistioge, lads, it is absolutely beautiful. A river runs through the whole village. It's very kind of like a fishing village. But we did the second graveyard then, and there's a mausoleum there. And actually, when we were in there, then we found kind of little bits that we didn't know were there. So that will be interesting to put up as well. Yes, Celine, very, very interesting. Lots of these, I suppose, lots of these mausoleums that when I go to first and I video them, and you'd find coffins or whatever, they kind of always play on your mind that you want to go back and take a second look. Did I really, really see that for sure? And the Mckenna one is probably one of those ones that are just, I mean, just to stand beside it, you can see them as plain today as day. And I there's a saying, coffins don't have pockets. And hi, Ron, how are you? Ron is going live soon as well, so I'm looking forward to that one. Do you know the way the saying is, coffins don't have pockets, and the McKennas were very, very wealthy people. They had a huge castle, and there they are now. Their coffins out in the open for everyone to see, and it is so so sad to see. I mean, that statue alone would be worth thousands. And I think the statue was there to kind of overlook the mausoleum. And kind of the sad side of that is, there it is, it's broke into. We've had grave robbers in there, and the wind and the rain obviously goes in there, and it's totally open to the elements. So, eventually those coffins will be completely gone. So, without a doubt, I would definitely go back there again because it's just so intriguing. And I suppose the morbid side of me wants to try and get in even closer. And as I said, that iron from the window is literally, it is swaying as I kind of was lying my arms there. I was kind of making sure not to put too much weight on it. And that's going to be gone. So I mean, then it's up for anyone just to walk straight in there. Hi, Doris. Hi, Jessie. Oh, Danny boy, will I sing it? No, I won't. I get demonetized. Belated happy birthday, Betty. Jessie Stafford. Ah, Catty, thank you so, so much. Well, I appreciate you, Catty. That is the comment. It's just, that's a beautiful comment. Thank you so, so much. Stafford, Jessie Stafford. I don't know where. Stafford is quite a popular name actually from where I live. Where I grew up, actually, there was loads and loads of Staffords around. Oh, Kimberly, you have to come to Ireland if you can at all. I mean, lots of people actually that come to Ireland tend to go straight for the cities, so Dublin and Cork. I would tell you, quite honestly, to stay out of the cities. The cities are crazy. Just get on those back roads, those minor roads, and you know, just go to anywhere that has a village. Will always have a church and a cemetery, and you can see from my videos they are just so so beautiful. I was telling the journalist Saturday that he was saying what draws me to a graveyard or a cemetery, and I was saying, well, obviously it's to remember the people, and then secondly, it is just how beautiful they are, and lots of people don't get that. But when you stand in a cemetery and you can see all those old headstones, there's something, oh, I don't know, it's just beautiful. And we are very, very blessed here in Ireland that even our newer cemeteries, the ones, the plots with the carving, and you can put all the flowers and stuff on it. I mean, they are beautiful as well. Like, but then we get to dress our graves, I suppose. The graves we were at today, I see actually lots of photos today where we were, but I have come across headstones that are in the shape of a lighthouse. You would find fishing boats on them. You would find some of them, these are like concrete juggernauts, we call them, or trucks, welly boots, teapots, loads of robins today on graves as well. I was so happy to see them. Um, Today, then we found, timber wind chimes hanging from a tree. What else have I found? Well, we found a fantastic little, a small statue, but you'll see that on the video coming. But it's actually the first of its kind that I have seen, and it's just we are so blessed with that. Now, having said that, I do adore the mausoleums in America. That is my wish to go see. I know snakes, Kimberly. You're yes, you are 100% right. Janice, is it safe? Do you mean in Ireland, Janice? Is Ireland safe? Yes, I would say it is. Obviously, we do have pockets of crime and stuff, but generally, we are blessed here. We don't have snakes and a small amount of crime, but I don't want to say it's mostly in cities, but built up areas, I suppose, would have a small amount of crime. Yeah, Vicky, we are blessed with the scenery. We're in, as I'm saying, we were in Inistioge today. Inistioge is just, um, it's just one of those sleepy little villages that, it's so Irish, if you know what I mean, and it's just so pretty and beautiful. And as you're driving towards Inistioge, it's just pure forest, and you've the amber and the yellow and the red colors just showing. It's like I don't know, somewhere foreign when you're coming down through it. It just doesn't look like Ireland, but it's just gorgeous. Cynthia, the man that you see, the mausoleum is not part of a graveyard or a cemetery. The cemetery that we started off in is St. Declan's, and there is a man there that does it voluntary, takes care of the grounds, and he was the one that actually we knew that about Mckenna Castle, but he was the one on our first visit that sent us up to Mckenna Castle and told us we were allowed to go in, and then told us where the mausoleum was. Now we had seen it online, but I just presumed it was part of, a cemetery or something. So the castle itself is way up from the about a 5, 6, 7 minute drive up from St. Declan's, and then the castle is down a lane across Farming Field, and this mausoleum is the Mckenna Mausoleum. So the family of the castle that's now in ruins and kind of was rebought and everything else over the years. Um, so the mausoleum is not actually even on the grounds of the castle. And to be honest, if you drove that road without actually knowing it was there, you would drive straight by it. Um, so I actually don't know who, I mean, who wants to kind of look after it. I don't know. It would possibly have to be, I mean, it's not even really in the village, if you know what I mean. It's kind of up from Ardmore village. Um, I don't know. It would possibly something be something that an independent person would mind, or maybe the farmer himself. But I mean, obviously, he's not going to do something like that. Do you need special permission for something that's left like that? It does look at some stage that it was bricked up, and the bricks have just come away, and they certainly bricked up the steel door. And I mean, you can see actually the crack. I'm sure you've noticed that as well. The crack is going right around the top of it. So will the roof even cave in? I just don't know. I would love to personally go up and put some sort of, I wouldn't like it to, I don't like the mausoleums that are completely bricked up. I like to leave it where you can get a little peep in. Um, so I suppose I would love to break it up, but leave something for somebody to have a look into, if you get me. But to be quite honest, I actually don't know who is or who would be um, in charge of looking after it. I mean, obviously, there is nobody looking after it, you know. Catty, I absolutely agree with you. Um, my get up and go certainly it disappears from now and again. I'd love to travel. I'm not a great. I don't really like flying. Um, the furthest I've gone, I think I've been to Paris, and that was it. And I didn't really enjoy Paris, to be quite honest with you. It's far too busy for me. I kind of like the quieter life. I've also been to Edinburgh and Liverpool, and Edinburgh is definitely on top of our bucket list. Um, so obviously I will have to fly for that, won't I? Yeah, Circle of Friends. You're right, Irish Eye. Circle of Friends was filmed in a steig. There was a beautiful book. I think it was Maeve Binchy wrote Circle of Friends, and then it was turned into a film, and it was filmed actually in Inistioge where we were today. What's the best time of the year to visit? Um, I suppose everyone's going to tell you summer, but I suppose if you're looking for the summer weather, it's not Ireland you're going to go to, because our summer is not always brilliant. You could come in summer and it could be um, still wet days. I would always say autumn. Autumn is my favorite season, and Ireland is certainly, well, I mean, Ireland is beautiful in the summer, but autumn, Ireland during the autumn season is just spectacular, because you see all those beautiful colors. I would always say autumn for some reason. Everyone comes in the summer. Jesse, I guess I'm part Irish or somewhat Hungarian. Who knows? Have you relations or ancestors from Ireland, Jesse? I mean, you just said Stafford. Stafford is, as I said, it's a popular name around these parts of the woods. Yeah, the caretaker of the graveyard. I said that he's voluntary. Yeah, so I mean, he just does it for himself. He doesn't get paid, and he kind of goes around with a few brochures and kind of points people in the right direction. He's got a bit of information then as well. Ben, I don't know if there's Mckenna ancestors, to be honest with you. The castle kind of changed hands. Um, I can't remember. I know it's in my first video. I'm nearly sure that I kind of said there was other families there. So I wonder, actually, there was a Mckenna, the angel, I think. Do you remember the angel in the cemetery or in the graveyard? There was an angel with Mckenna wrote on it. So I'm presuming she was related to the McKennas, and is it the last of them, or if there is McKennas, do they know they're even related to that area? Do they know any of that? I just don't know. Hi, Catherine, how are you? Yeah, Elaine, I'm. It's not, you know, the funny thing is, everybody that doesn't, you know, anybody that I've spoke to that doesn't like flying, doesn't like takeoff and landing. I am fine with that. I just don't like being up in the air. That is my problem. So I suppose that's probably the worst problem to have. You know, it's, yeah, I don't mind lift off. And, you know, when we're setting down, that doesn't bother me at all. It is just when you're up there. So can you imagine me on a flight that's longer than an hour? You know, I'm going to be having anxiety attacks and panic attacks and all sorts. I'm good catching. I am good. Yeah. I was just saying, busy week in work. We're all getting ready for Christmas with the kids in school, and you know they're all very very excited, as are my own lot here. And you know when they get kind of overexcited, you know it gets very busy in a classroom. And I was just saying we were up in Carlow last night to see. It's kind of like a Santa show, and you go on a train through the enchanted woods, and you get to see this beauty. And I have to say, the play. Well, it's not even a play, I suppose. It's a short singing, dancing kind of a very short play, I suppose, and it was absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We kind of went into like a big top, you know, like the circus would have. So we all went in there. So it was just lovely to kind of feel a bit normal in the times that we're in then as well, you know. And the kids really, really enjoyed it. There was a fun fair and hot chocolate, and so it was lovely. But it was absolutely, oh my God, it was probably the coldest day I think we've had here. Yes, Ben, I'm with you with that. Do you know, I'm one of those people that when you see a plane flying over, I am watching that plane going, it's not right, it shouldn't happen, and I hope they're okay. And I always, you know, I'm a bit of a weirdo. I kind of pray for the people that they get there safe, you know. Ah, Doris, thank you so, so much. You are also amazing, Doris, as all are all my subscribers. As you all know, I absolutely adore you all. Doris, that is brilliant. Thank you so, so much. Cynthia, so the stones broken at the entrance were originally covered up the door. Yeah, so from what I can see, there was an iron door. Now, whether the iron door was the original that went up with the mausoleum, I'm not sure. It doesn't sit right with me that they would put this big metal door on it. Um, but what we can see today is a metal door. You can kind of see that from the inside, and then on the outside is it's bricked up at the door. It's bricked up. But what has actually also happened, it's like somebody bricked over the steel door and kind of made a nice design out of it, like there's kind of carving on it. But what has happened, that whole front piece has fallen right over. So it's kind of, you know, it will eventually fall and just break up. But so that's kind of leaning outwards away from the steel door. So you can't kind of get access or any kind of look in there. We could only see it from the inside. We could see the steel door from the inside, and then these this kind of brickwork that's fallen forward. And then the furthest window away from where I was looking into is completely bricked up. The glass is broke, but you can see the iron mesh and the, you know, it's bricked up. And then from where we were, you know, the glass is gone, the iron kind of mesh is still there, and what's on the ground and what I was kind of teetering on is like more brickwork that has completely fallen away from it. So I presume that's over time. It's like the whole wall piece has come away, and then inside the mausoleum, running right around kind of under the roof area, is this huge crack. Um, and I mean, there's, you know, there's kind of that much of a gap in it. So I mean, that's going to, uh, I don't know, will that just crumble away as well? You know? Yeah, absolutely, Elaine. Any of my family are flying. I ask them, what time is your flight? Text me before you leave. What time do you land? Text me when you land. And then while we're in the air, I'm constantly worried for them, I suppose, you know. Yeah, absolutely, Janice. I mean, that's exactly it. Um, I mean, I know, like, I suppose, I do YouTube. That's what I go out to find. That's what I want to find. But then there's always a sadness when you leave because these people were human. These had a life. They had presumably children. They had family. They lived. They worked. They left. And so it's always sad to think, it's like I'm saying, coffins don't have pockets. So all the money they had, all the money his wife put into the mausoleum, into that beautiful, beautiful statue. And, just look where they are now. It's so, um, it's just sad, And I mean, growing up, I always wanted to be buried above ground. I had this thing about being buried. I didn't like the thoughts of it. So I was always saying, when my time comes, I want to be buried overground, preferably in a steel box. I don't know why. And when you see something like that, you kind of go, well, they're not much better off in their beautiful mausoleum, really, are they? But guys, I am actually going to love you all and leave you there. Um, Benedict Arnold, Amsterdam. Found it on accident. Just thought it was very awesome. Definitely spooky, though excited to tell you. Cool. Yeah, Janice, there's another saying in Ireland, you cannot take it with you. Isn't that the truth? You cannot take it with you. When you're gone, and who's going to look after us? We just pray to God that our family looks after our burial places wherever we choose, whether it's cremation or whether it's in a coffin beneath the ground, whether it's in, a niche or a crypt or a mausoleum. You still have to have family to look after you. Nana D, how are you? Um, and I always had a thing about cremation. I didn't like the thoughts of it, but now as I've, traveled around and found what we found, maybe that is the better way to go, and you can kind of leave and say, I want to be, I don't know, put my ashes in an ocean, keep them at home, whatever your choice is then, and that's it. No, Carla, that's it. That's the reality of it. As I say, it's the morbid side of me that wants to get that look in. It's the curiosity side of me, and I'm really intrigued by it all. But yes, it is sad that it's somebody's family, and if they do have family, I would love to go back and see that it is fixed up and left the way it was originally. And that beautiful, beautiful angel, that is one beautiful angel. I don't think I've seen anything quite like that before. She's lost her arm and her foot actually as well, which is also sad, and I don't know how that happened. Yes, guys, we have to get ready to go watch Mr. Ron. He's back, so I'm actually going to love you and leave you all now. Um, I've so much to do still, but anyway, I will get the videos up. I have two coming, so I'll get maybe one up during the week and then one at the weekend, and then we're going back to we're going to find that the husband of that famous man. Um, we're going to go find him, please God, next week, and I'll video that as well. So we've got a few things in the bag to do, and a few things to put up this week. But God bless, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope I didn't ramble on too much like I usually do. Uh, Lovely to talk to you all. The way I roll, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. And sure, guys, we'll probably chat on Ron's live. So for now, Oh, there's Ron. Thanks, Nancy. Thanks, Thomas. Thanks, Doris. So I will probably all see you on Ron's live. Can't wait. We've missed him. So God bless you all, and I will talk to you really soon. Bye.